move.
How narrow is this tunnel? Like, could they squeeze past each other, or could it be a moment of we just wait until the first one goes around the bend and we blast?
Yeah, it's a wide enough tunnel. It's about 45, 50 feet, 15, 18 meter wide.
Oh.
It's wide.
Yeah.
Oh.
You could easily stand 3 men abreast, which, and you think back to how big and swollen the Rat Man was, that it had grown to being over 7 feet tall, and, it had enough room to move comfortably in here.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
What if we shut off our light? We all take position, shut off our lights, wait for them to around the corner and blast.
KLEIN is going to sort of like, we're like kneeling, sort of like half crouched in the water. KLEIN is going to... Oh, first off, does KLEIN understand that KOAN has seen someone behind them?
Yeah,
I think we would give it up the chain of command.
It's been sent back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if the people at the front understand that it's not mops, but it's cops, KLEIN is going to reach for his tear gas, and he's going to fucking thrust it into Song's chest and go past up the line.
Oh.
He's gonna try to... I want to get this tear gas back down the line, I suppose, to KOAN.
I'm gonna see this, and I'm gonna pass the other one down the line as well.
Everyone trusts KOAN to do this shit, and he's just a dentist.
I was gonna ask, KOAN does not have grenade training.
No, but I mean, it's tear gas.
I mean, you can just roll the bitch.
Yeah, you just throw it, right?
I mean...
Pull and throw, what else? What could happen?
It's more a matter of making sure how to throw it so that it actually works out in the best way it could.
Well, you can certainly try.
We don't have to be single file, so somebody else can come up here with me, and maybe they can throw the grenade. And
yeah, let's make this like a football, like a soccer sort of thing. We're gonna be we're gonna be 1-2-2-1.
God.
Whatever the fuck.
I will make my way to the back.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm thinking we do like all of us like squeeze into basically one firing line, turn our lights off, get the tear gas ready, and as soon as they round, just open hell on them.
Okay.
That's good thinking.
Yeah,
They're
let's do
cops.
that.
As the lights approach, you hear someone shout, "Port Orford PD! Whoever's down here, put down your weapons and surrender."
Hold on. Port Orford PD is not Curry County.
She said she heard Pierce.
So Song, for her part, says, Wait. Shit. Oh, that fucker.
What?
He's using them as shields. They don't know.
Okay, so we throw the tear gas, use that to cover, and keep going if we can.
How about? And KRÖGER tries to be really quiet, but his voice sometimes speaks, and he goes, how about we just fucking throw, and we ram. They're gonna be distracted. What the fuck just came flying? Then there's gonna be tear gas, and we just book it.
I agree with KRÖGER. We don't want to kill these guys. We want to get the fuck out of here. They're not gonna run through tear gas. Let's just fucking leave.
How about they're all cops and it doesn't really fucking matter? Sorry, Song. But
listen, all ACAB, right? But some of them are less bad than others. Some of them are actively Nazis trying to kill us, and some of them are just like guys.
KLEIN says that. I'm like, I'm like, you're a federal cop yourself, dude.
KRÖGER also looks at KOAN and goes, oh, if they're all the same, and he takes a look at Song. Why haven't you put a quick 9mm through the back of her head? Huh? Give her a quick retirement plan.
Oh, because she'll probably kill herself soon enough.
I still think she's gonna kill herself, so like I'm not worried.
While they're all deliberating this, I'm pulling the pin on the tear gas grenade and I'm throwing it. And I'm gonna say to KOAN, as we run, throw this one a little bit, further back, so that way if they get through it, there's another one they have to get through. Layer it.
Okay, so Kingston, go ahead, roll me your athletics. A -10.
Holy god damn it. Wait. Oh, that's a 20 on 20.
20 on 20. So, as you pull the pin and you overhand this thing down, you feel a twinge in your shoulder as just this everything that's happened tonight kind of catches up with you all at once. But you huck it down the hallway towards the lights, and at once a thick cloud of yellow smoke begins pouring out of this thing. And you hear shouts from the top, "It's gas!
Go!" And then I'm
right.
gonna just push through everybody and go in the opposite direction where they are, the way we had been going.
Okay. And KOAN. This is not going to be immediate since you already discussed layering, but go ahead and give me your athletics at -10. And after that, everyone please roll some athletics to get running.
So that's a 94 over 20.
So in your case, you actually overcompensate a little bit, and when you throw it, instead of layering it, it just lands just a few feet behind where Kingston rolled his.
That was a failure for KLEIN. That was a 61 over 52.
Okay.
Yeah, KRÖGER also rolled a 61 over 30.
Mm-hmm. And KOAN, if you could roll athletics again too for just booking it out here through the water.
I rolled an 80 over 30.
I rolled a 73 over 30.
Yeah, so those are failures across the board. And as you all scramble to get out, kind of bumping into each other, splashing through the water, it's slower going than you would like, just because even though it's only a few inches, it's still enough to put some drag on your feet. And moreover, you're making a ton of noise.
Yep.
Awesome. I'm going to need to roll real quick. So, as you all are prepping to start getting bullets in your back, thankfully nothing comes. And the shouts behind you have turned into a chorus of coughs and sputters as the gas fills the tunnel. Although it sounds like you hear splashing behind you, it sounds like at least some of them are pushing through. So, having, though, got some distance, you hear now the flow of water, you can hear it running. And Kingston, roll me an alertness at +10.
1 under 80.
Nice.
Outstanding. So, keeping your flashlight level down the tunnel way, the softened and scraped away stone changes to now before you is a smooth wall of concrete, dissolved away to form a hole, and what you recognize as a storm drain.
There. He's going to point the beam at the storm drain. There. That's our way out.
Let's fucking go.
Again, go ahead, all of you. Roll me some alertness if you would, and I'll roll first.
10 under 70 for alertness.
16 under 61.
Very good.
72 over 39.
91 over 28.
So, everyone except KRÖGER. KRÖGER, you're just, hell yeah, the way out, let's go. You push your way through.
Yep.
So, to give you an idea of this storm drain, this is one of those large, anti-flooding deals. It's much smaller than the tunnel you came out of, being only about 5 feet high, so you will all have to stoop to get in. There's a large grate leading out to a spillway. Up to the north, there is that lake, and it looks like the spillway connects directly to the lake.
Oh, alright. Yeah, that makes sense.
However, KRÖGER, as you push your way in, you fail to notice the flashlight beams coming through the grate.
Yeah, he probably just, he doesn't recognize that. He just,
Come on, Aaron,
in
KRÖGER.
his mind, he's all fucking coked up. He has the gun in his hand, and he's pushing forward.
So, KOAN, going in after KRÖGER, to stop him, to follow him, it doesn't matter. You do see out the corner of your eye flashlight beams illuminate you both through the grate.
Yeah, I basically tackle KRÖGER to, the ground.
Okay. Are you trying to do, a backfall out of the spillway, or just get him to the ground?
Get him to the ground away from the fucking sewer drain. I don't want to get shot through the fucking sewers.
So, basically the issue is in terms of the size of the spillway. Like I said, it's much smaller than the tunnel. You could get him to the ground easy enough, but that wouldn't really give you much cover. It'd just be both of you on the ground in the spillway.
Yeah, save yourself, buddy.
Out of the spill? Yeah, I mean, so what are my options, I guess, in this split second?
Basically, we're going to treat this like a fight, flight, or freeze.
I mean, fuck.
Roll a dice, man, if you can't decide.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a D2 because I think it is really between fight and flight right now.
Okay.
That'll be flight, so he's just gonna book it himself.
Yeah, so as you run for it, you hear coming from behind the grate, freeze! And I'm gonna need to roll for them. That's a success.
Yeah, guess who doesn't freeze?
So KRÖGER, this is on you.
So maybe when he hears them shout, and probably also they're in the process of shooting, in his mind, like, it's the enemy. He even fucking raises his gun.
Okay. So, KRÖGER, this is you. 1.
Uh-huh.
And KLEIN,
down
or
to
KOAN, this is you.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm fine.
Uh-huh.
Not fine, but like, I'm not down. I'm not dead.
Yeah, so, KRÖGER, you feel a hot sting as a bullet scrapes your cheek. KOAN, you are brought to the ground as 2 bullets slam into your back.
Let me just do a cool con check real fast.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do a con check if you could. And everyone, no alertness needed, hears the gunshots.
That's a success at a 39 under 60.
And you see, Kingston, as KOAN and KRÖGER push past you. KRÖGER turns, and KOAN turns to run, and both are visibly struck by bullets from outside the spillway. Yeah, we are going to initiative now. So, Novak, you're up first.
Okay, let's see. So I turn around and 2 of my boys are down.
Well, I just got grazed.
Yeah, KRÖGER's bleeding from the face. You probably couldn't see KOAN from where you are.
I guess the question is,
Are we all still in the spillway?
yeah.
So all of you except for KRÖGER and KOAN are just outside.
Okay.
And KOAN and KRÖGER are just inside?
Yeah, they're just inside, and KRÖGER is kind of doing this like kind of like a half crouch, and KOAN, you can't see it, but is fully on the ground.
Okay, I still have my solitary singular flashbang.
Yeah.
I'm going to absolutely chuck that fucker.
Okay.
What is that in athletics?
Yeah.
Yes, that would be athletics at -10 if you do not have grenade training. I need to bring this up. You are all indoors. You know, the stun radius is 10 meters. So even if you're not caught in the flash, you will be fucked up from the concussion and the blast.
So let me just make sure I understand this. I am still in a range where I could fuck up everybody with a flashbang. I see
Yes.
one of my guys. I see 2 of my dudes get shot. I do not see the assailant.
No, but you can tell that they were shot from, you have this little melted in hole in this drainage pipe. You don't know where it leads, but it seems like it's your way out. The bullets came from your left.
Can I see where they are and shoot them on this turn?
You are close enough that it would be kind of making a snapshot, but you know where the bullets came from. So you could reasonably get in there and possibly shoot them, yes.
Okay, then fuck the flashbang. As badly as I want to fuck up this throw, KLEIN's just gonna shoot the flashlights.
Shoot the flashlights.
Shoot the light that's coming down the top.
Oh, okay.
behind us.
Shoot at the flashlights. Okay, I see. Yeah, roll me firearms.
Yeah, so it's just going to be under 72. That's a 9,
Nice.
dog. I crushed some dude's skull.
Yeah, roll me some damage.
9. This guy's
Oh,
freaking
yeah.
blasted, dog.
So
Con.
he does. As you hit, you hear someone scream, and you hear another one. Hey, shit! Go on, that's actually your turn. You are conscious barely.
I'm gonna drag myself out of the line of fire and get cover. I'm
Yeah, I would.
Fuck.
It would be hard to take cover here, but I could say it'd be enough to kind of like roll yourself to the side, because right now, basically your cover is KLEIN,
yeah.
as he is laying down fire on whoever the hell these people are.
Yeah, I'll use KLEIN as a human shield.
Thank you.
That's basically where you're at right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably. Can I do anything else other than just drag myself there?
I mean, you're pretty fucked up, but no, there's you can still take some other
Oh.
action. You know, you have. I wouldn't
Awesome. I'll
call
fucking shoot
rolling.
the lights.
Yeah, sure.
No. Oh, no. Am I at a penalty because I'm on the ground right now?
No penalty for being on the ground. Penalty for being mangled.
Okay, what would that penalty be?
I believe I need to double check. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I need you to roll. Both of you need to roll sand for getting shot.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
That's valid. That's super fair.
Yeah, that's a failure.
Okay.
Success.
Oh, 64 over 51.
64 or 51. Okay, and what was your success?
71 under 76.
Okay. I believe that is a 1d4 for you, KRÖGER.
Yes, sir, that is a 1.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to eat that.
All right. For you, Klein, or not Klein, I'm sorry, KOAN, you'd lose nothing.
Okay.
Oh, and make sure to mark yourself down for sanity for violence. I believe that is 2 pips for you, KRÖGER.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I believe it is your turn, KRÖGER. Let me double check that, though.
No, I still need to know how much. Am I not?
I'm
at
sorry.
disadvantage?
That's right. Yeah, go ahead. Roll your firearms and roll damage if you succeed.
All right, that's a success. It is 7 under 64.
Very good. 1d12.
7.
So as you shoot, you hear a guy cry out and drop. Whether or not he's dead, you don't know, but you see like the flashlight, the beam falls away.
Fuck yeah.
I have 14 dexterity.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you and Klein should have shared a...
So, there are 2 on the ground in front of him, right?
Well, one is on the ground, one has been hit, but the beam is still on you.
I'm just gonna shoot straight up at the one who's pointing the beam at me.
All right, that's your MPX, I assume?
Can I move? Yeah, can I move close enough to get like a point blank, or would that be too much?
No, because not so much because you couldn't move that far, more that there is a big grate blocking your way.
Ah, so yeah, okay, that's just a failure. 97 over 40. So yeah, he just sprays.
Yeah, your hands are shaking. You're not sure if it's from the cocaine or from the adrenaline or from the pain, but yeah. That actually comes up to Song. So she's actually going to, hearing the gunfire, and because this has all happened in the span of maybe 4 or 5 seconds. She pushes past you, Kingston, and she is going to try, knowing that there's really only one way out of this. Pushes in and takes a quick snapshot with her pistol, the one you actually gave her, Klein, but shot goes wide. Alright, so last but not least, Kingston. And by the way, it's getting very crowded in the tunnel right now. Song is kind of halfway leaning in. KRÖGER is crouched more or less in the dead center. Klein, you're kind of pushed off to the side, along with KOAN also pushing himself off to the side.
Okay. And the spillway, the grate is still over it. We are not in it. We have to get that thing open. Is that my understanding?
That's one possible way. I mean, the pipe continues down in the opposite direction.
Okay, if everybody else is firing, I'm going to get that fucking grate open somehow. I'm going to work on getting that open. Unless I'm missing something from your explanation, that sounds like it's the only way out.
It's the only one you see, and it's not necessarily behind you, it's where everyone's being shot from.
Oh, being shot. Wait.
Yes.
So
Yeah, they're shooting us through the grate.
So the
Okay.
grate, like, imagine basically, if you ever seen a big spillway grate, it's big enough that it would block your entry or exit. Like, the bars are maybe 5 inches apart. The only people in the tunnel are you guys.
Okay.
The 2 people who have been shooting you are out, standing on the lakeshore, firing through the grate into the tunnel at you.
Okay. All right. I'm going to aim and fire and shoot at the people at the other side of the grate.
Okay. And there's only 1 remaining now. 1 has been dropped.
I rolled a 45 under 60. I'm going to roll damage now.
All right.
Motherfucker, that is it's 2 plus 2 to equal 4 with 5 armor piercing. So
With the light shining in your eyes, it's impossible to really make out much detail. But as you level and fire, you see a spray behind them, and they drop.
behind them?
As your bullet blows out their back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, again, all of you, ears ringing. One of you severely wounded.
Any way to get this thing open? Is there any way we see?
Possibly. So it looks like to actually get this thing open. In the past, they would, screw it on and take the screws off to take the grate off for maintenance. However, it is obviously old and not terribly good repair. You're thinking sufficient force against it might be enough to just break the bolts off and get it to fall. It's going to be tricky just because of, again, how constrained the space is. You can't... Let me just put it this way. You're not going to get a running start on this thing. But if you can leverage your strength, you might be able to get it to come down.
Could he try to get the butt of the rifle somewhere in between the bars to, have a little bit of literal leverage?
Yeah, I'd say that the bars are wide enough you could get the butt of the rifle out there to...
to pry it open?
Uh-huh. This might fuck up the rifle, but...
I don't care, it's Kingston's rifle.
Yeah, well, it's submachine...
Zero numbers filed off, he doesn't care.
Okay, so go ahead and make me And KRÖGER, are you doing this by yourself, or are you gonna ask for someone to help you out?
I mean, he's gonna like jam the rifle in and he's gonna turn around and go like, I'm not doing this alone. Anyone, come on.
I got you.
Okay, so with both of you working together, give me strength times 5 plus 20.
Oh, that is a 75, so let's see. Success, 26
Okay.
under 75.
That is a 9 under 80 in this case.
Hell yeah.
All right, so Kingston pushing against it with your shoulder, KRÖGER using the MPX as a lever. You strain, you grit your teeth. It feels like it doesn't want to budge, but then the most wonderful sound of a creaking of metal as the rust bolts give way and this thing pops off.
Kingston is feeling his age right now.
So, KOAN, what are you doing?
Trying not to die. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to Song and say, if you got any medical training, help him.
KOAN, we have established you have a surgery bag. I also think you have. Did you bring the first aid with you after you
Yeah.
stitched up your neck, or did you leave that back in the
Yeah.
vehicle?
No, he would
Okay.
have brought it because we were going into a hellhole.
Yeah, so that gives her a plus 20. That puts it at a 50-50 chance.
Please, please, please.
Oh,
Fuck off.
God. Well, this is beyond first aid at this point.
Yeah. Can I try?
To do it on yourself?
Yeah. Just to
Yes.
staunch like the bleeding. Yeah.
Yeah. In this case, though, I think this would be, and for the fact you were shot in the back, roll it at base.
To 19 under 60.
Okay, so go ahead and roll that d4 to bring yourself up.
I roll a 1. I'm gonna kill myself. Oh God. Okay.
So-
It's a 4.
So Song, as she goes to you, crouching in this tunnel, she's not a big woman. She's actually fairly small. But, this is tight quarters, and she's, obviously she's not in the best way either. So as she pulls your shirt up and tries, you basically, like, as she's working on you to get some gauze packed in, to get it taped over, make sure that you're not going to suffer pneumothorax. You're basically, like, talking her through it. So, as Kingston, KRÖGER, you two push a grate out. You notice, first off, guy laying on the ground. Thankfully not a cop. Guy just wearing plain clothes. And you see, too, like, these guys, one guy was using a 38 revolver, another guy was using just a cheap Taurus 9mm.
Oh, I'm gonna search his pockets.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a search.
Yeah, I wanna know who the fuck these guys are. That's a success, 26 under 50.
Going to the dead man, rifling through his pockets, you find a pack of Marlboro Reds,
Nice.
you find a pocket knife, and you find his wallet.
Perfect. Gonna open it.
He has about $30 in cash, a couple of credit cards, and his driver's license, which just says James Masterson. You look at the picture on the license, look at the dead man on the ground, and it's him.
Have I ever heard that name? Like, was it on the research
Nope.
list?
Nope.
Okay.
And for that matter, too, the license doesn't say, like, law enforcement or anything on the license. So,
Okay, that's good. So I'm just gonna toss the wallet on his chest.
Yeah, so I guess the rest of you, I'd imagine you're probably exiting this tunnel now because you still hear coming up behind you the people who are chasing you.
I should
Yeah,
drop
can we,
another.
like,
I'm gonna.
barricade the sewer?
Is there anything heavy to put on top of this?
2 bodies.
Yeah, I was literally about to say.
Kick these motherfuckers on there.
So the damage you've done to the grate means you can't really get it back on. Now, you could prop it back up and try to weight it down with something, yeah.
Yeah, with 2
Let's do
bodies.
that. Yeah, let's do. No, actually, let's do that.
No, yeah, legitimately, I'm also in the boat.
Help me with the bodies. Let's
Yeah.
put them on top of the covering.
Yeah, KRÖGER's gonna take the feet of the one he just
Yeah.
searched, and he's just gonna drag him.
Yeah, KLEIN will help.
Propping the grate back up against the spillway and then piling the bodies on it to kind of wedge it in place.
But yeah, position them in such a way also that any force applied against the grate in the bodies, the bodies can't fall off.
Right.
That sort of deal.
I imagined as much. It would require a little bit of... It's not going to hold, but it'll buy you some minutes. So,
That's
with the
good
lake,
enough.
basically, all of you guys are on the opposite end of town from where you have the Prius at Griff's.
Kingston is going to turn to Song and say, we need to get to Griff's. How do we do that while avoiding any sort of law enforcement. We have a car there.
Well, no. And you can actually see from, like, if you look over the top of the spillway, up where the street level begins, from the edge of the lake, you can see, like, there are lights a good 200 feet away. Flashing cop lights.
Is there a house nearby?
There are, actually. You are near the low-income housing area.
Wonderful. KRÖGER's just rushing over and knocking on like one door while pulling out his wallet.
They're not that close. They're not that close, but
fuck.
I ask Song, how close is your fucking police? I'm not retriever. What's the term?
Cruiser.
Car.
Thank you.
I came here on foot, and you remember that? Yeah, she did. From Midtown. That's where Hartford tried to kill me.
Deputy, I need you to focus. Help us get to Griff's. How do we maneuver through everything?
Looking at the map out of character, we have to go south through Cemetery Hill.
Yeah. Up and over the hill, basically.
How far is the hospital from here?
And she's actually going to start taking some sand loss from this.
Good.
Solid.
Good.
Are there like any? Can I roll like a luck check to see if there are any just empty cars very close to us?
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, KRÖGER still wants to go to the nearest building he
Guys,
sees.
I have to return my rental car.
To give you a picture of what you're seeing, the houses, you can see them along the edge of the lake, small squat bungalows, about 500 feet away. Some of them have lights on.
I mean, we could duck at the shore and make a run for it to get to like some cover. KRÖGER's probably gonna look.
What is your plan, by the way?
He's looking at those houses. He turns to you and says, "Everyone, low income. Those dudes need money. I have like 10 grand on hand. I'm gonna give them so much fucking money. They don't know what's coming at them. We need a car."
I live in low-income housing. I'd fucking let you in for 10 grand. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give them so much money.
Okay, new question. So we're near the lake, right?
Yes. Lake shore, like the edge of the water is like no more than 6 feet away.
Okay, just hear me out on this. I kind of want to get rid of my Ruger because that's going to draw attention to us. I was going to tell KRÖGER to take the MPX and just throw it in the lake. Both of our guns in the lake because we don't want to draw attention to ourselves running around with armaments like this. And Kingston he's got money. He does not care about these weapons. He does not care if they, get thrown out or whatever. So, I mean, it's up to you if you feel comfortable parting with the gun, Lukas.
If you tell him that he should, he will.
I've still got a rifle and a pistol with both of those.
You guys can do whatever you want with your weapons. Kingston does not care what happens to his. So,
okay.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, like, does Kingston want us to get rid of our big weapons, basically? Is that his advice at the moment?
Here, okay, let me reframe this in character. Kingston is going to turn to you all and say, look, if we need to get out of here, we have to at least do something with the big guns because that will draw attention to ourselves. So you guys do whatever you want to do. I'm getting rid of mine. I can get a new one. It's fine. It's peanuts to me.
KLEIN is 100% not throwing his gun away because he bought this using the fucking salary of a postal inspector, and it definitely doesn't have its fucking serial number like rolled off. So he's got to keep this fucker on him.
Okay,
yeah,
that's fine.
Oran's is also legal, so he's gonna keep his guns because they're tied to him.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, we can just fucking keep them.
Okay, scratch all that talk. You said something about getting a car?
Yeah, we just make a run for it. We go to one of their housing. Normally they have a car. Normally they need money. That's low-income housing.
And plus they can buy another cheap car with that money you give them anyway.
I'm gonna basically, his plan is basically go there. He has 10 grand. I want your car. Give me the keys. Report it as stolen. I don't care.
That's a good idea.
You planning on going alone and picking the rest of us up? Or
I can give one of you 5 grand and we just split up and take 2 cars.
It's tempting.
Yeah, I don't think we have time for that decision. He pulls out his wallet, which is filled with big fucking stacks, and he hands 5k over to Kingston. Kingston buys the first car, gives the key to one of us, and then buys the second car.
And then we can get the Prius as well, you know, if we need to. We will deal with the fallout from there.
So first thing, 500 feet to the housing. Go ahead and roll me an alertness as you're just rolling by.
Me?
Yes, Kingston.
Okay. 12 under 70.
Okay. So you're enough away from the road that you don't need to worry so much about being seen or caught in the headlights. But as you're walking by, you count 4 different cruisers patrolling around.
Okay.
Now, one of those 4 was Curry County Sheriff's. The other 3 were Port Orford PD.
I want to make it known before I did this, I left my Ruger behind to draw less attention to myself.
Okay.
I still have my pistol, but that is concealed on my person.
Yeah, understood. So, making kind of a low, crouching run to clear the 500 feet, it doesn't take you too long. You're not moving slow, but you're not a dead sprint either. Go ahead and roll me a luck check as you start knocking on doors.
All right. 36 under 50.
The first 2 or 3 doors you knock on, you don't get any answer. The 4th one, like, you knock and then you hear someone from behind the door say, "Get lost, I have a gun."
And I have money.
The door cracks open. You see a man, you'd guess mid-50s, kind of graying hair, scraggly beard. How much you got on you?
5K. I need your car. No questions asked. You saw nothing.
Show me the fucking money.
He will. He's also got his gun, like, you know, kind of trained on the door while he's doing this. I also am armed.
Alright, let's just be cool then.
I need your car. You take the cash. You never saw me.
So, you just passing the bills through the crack?
Keys first.
Go ahead and roll me a persuade at plus 20.
Are you fucking shitting me?
Oh no.
An 81 over 80.
Yeah, no fucking dice, buddy. Money first, then we talk.
Half, and then keys, and then I give you the other half.
Alright, buddy. Let's see it.
And I hand him half the stack.
Okay. So the door actually shuts. Do you react or do you just let him shut the door on you?
I'm gonna put my foot in the,
Hey, just be cool. I need to make sure you don't have someone out there trying to rip me off. Let me
take
see.
a look.
Again, Ken just like eyeing you. He tucks his pistol under his arm. He hasn't seen your gun yet. You just said you're armed.
Mm-hmm.
He quickly flips through the bills. He's like, okay. I'm gonna reach in my pocket. I'm grabbing my keys.
Nice and easy.
And he's slowly crossing his hand over into his opposite pocket. And he pulls out, it doesn't even have a fob on it. It's just the keys. Alright. Now you give me the other half right now or you're dead.
We do this at the same time. And I slowly reach in, grab the money. I show it to him.
Yeah, so as you reach the bills through the crack, he will slowly extend his hand, pass you the key. Gray Volvo with a red door, half a tank of gas in it.
Pleasure doing business.
He just slams the door.
And I'll go to the car. I'm gonna drive the car back to the other location, pass the keys off to whoever, and then we're gonna repeat this process.
Speaking of stealth, go ahead and roll me a stealth check, Kingston, as you're trying to drive without being perceived.
Oh, 32 under 70.
Okay. And we're just gonna do some... Alright, but yours is closer, so... That was a success on some perception. But that was a 13 under 45, so you're 32 under 70. You know, the thing you realize is that it's a Volvo. The lights are always on.
Oh, God.
And realizing that, you quickly cut the car off as you notice another police cruiser roll by. And after it passes, you cut back on and drive towards the lake.
And when I get there, I'll get back down to where the others are, present the keys. Be careful, the lights stay on. You might want to get rid of them.
Okay. And as Klein climbs into the back seat, he uses the butt of his pistol to smash the lights out.
Yeah, easy enough. So, playing the worst relay race of your life, you go back to the low-income area.
At this point, he's like panting hard because like he's feeling his age. He's feeling all 66 years.
Okay. So,
I don't like
you.
this.
Well,
I don't either.
Actually, this works out a little bit in your benefit. So, the first door you pass, the one that didn't open, as you walk by it, it cracks open. You hear, "Hey, over here."
Looking around like surreptitiously, he's going to casually walk over. but keeping his hand near his pistol.
Yep, and go ahead, roll me an alertness.
74 over 70.
Okay.
Failure.
It's hard to the lights of this house are not on inside. You can't really see who's behind the door. But you hear this. You can tell it's an older person. Hard to say male or female. The voice is raspy from years of heavy cigarette smoking.
Okay.
But they say, "Hey, you got any more of that cash on you?
Do you care about your car?
That fucking thing, no. Take it. Toyota.
They're reliable, so that's good. Yeah. How's 5K sound?
I bought it for 5K back 10 years ago. Got anything else on you?"
I don't, actually.
"Sorry, friend." And he starts going to close the door.
I once again put my foot in the door.
You hear it kind of start from the other side.
I'm armed. Reconsider your choice.
Fuck.
Roll me a persuade at plus 40. So that would be 100, I believe.
It would.
So roll to just see if you fumble.
No, I rolled a 60 under 99.
Under 99. Very good. You hear it kind of clear your throat. Just be easy now. 5,000?
Take the money. You never saw me.
Fucking psychos all through this town. And she doesn't, unlike the first guy, she just kind of chucks a key at you from behind the door.
In response to the psychos comment, he's going to say, "You should run with the people I work with." And picks up the keys. Thinking of KLEIN in particular as he says that.
What?
Do you give her the money or no?
I do.
Okay. Yeah.
Money buys silence.
And she slams the door. And you see parked out front, Toyota Sequoia. This thing is beat to shit.
That's fine.
And similar deal to the other car, no electronic fob, just the key.
That's fine. I'm gonna take that car back.
So when you get inside, first off, you notice all the windows have a faint yellowish tint on them from years of smoking inside the car. Thing does not smell good.
That's fine.
Now, when you go to turn it, you crank it, and the engine sputters and doesn't turn over.
I'm gonna keep.
Yeah.
Alright.
Why'd I sound like a goat? Jesus Christ.
After the fifth or so turn, it does finally turn on. Go ahead, roll me yet another stealth, please.
Well, my friends, it was nice knowing you all. I rolled a 99 over 70.
Oh,
It's so cool that you get us all killed, like I said in the first episode.
So when you turn it over, it backfires loudly.
oh,
Yeah.
So, I get out of the car. I'm leaving it behind. Not willing to draw attention to myself. I'm going to pull out the cell phone and text the others. Second car is a no-go. Need to find alternate transportation.
I mean, I'm just gonna write you a quick message back, basically saying, "Come back. You drive this one. Fuck it."
Yeah, I was gonna say, so the Volvo, between you 5 agents plus Song, you could all fit. It'd be clown carring it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. He's going to say, "All right, I'll come back." And I'm going to make my way back towards where the group is.
Okay. A thoroughly winded Kingston finally making it back to...
Car. Backfired. Drew attention. Could not risk.
Wait, backfired like metaphorically or backfired like
Piece
got
of
loud?
shit car. Piece of shit car.
Okay.
Can we just get this over with?
Let's go.
Let's just get in the car. Let's get the Prius and just get out of here.
Yeah, KLEIN's in the driver's seat.
I'm gonna pile into the passenger seat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
And
KLEIN's gonna look at Song
Go ahead,
and be like,
actually, I hate to interrupt all of you, but I would like everyone to make an alertness check, please.
"Ooh, okay."
For that Song succeeding.
Oh, I got a 44 under 70.
Oh,
to make
I
up for
got
my
a
failure.
great success, dude. 55 out of
Let's
61.
go.
So,
All my successes from last time are now fucking me over.
yeah. So,
Success at the 12 on
KRÖGER,
28.
I mean, you hear it, but all of you who succeed, especially KLEIN with that crit, you
And
hear...
me.
Yeah, and you, I'm sorry, yeah. So, you also with a crit. Okay, so both of you recognize these immediately. And you hear them coming overhead. Trio of helicopters.
Oh shit.
Okay.
You recognize them as UH-60 Blackhawks.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Guys, we should get in the Volvo and just park somewhere.
Jesus Christ.
Well, they're heading south toward the Gold Beach Municipal Airport, where you can imagine that's probably the only place they can land.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. That's actually, guys, crisis, but not actually a crisis, because that's the opposite way where we are fucking departing.
I want to text Carradine and ask, are the Blackhawks from Washington?
And now that you're out of the tunnel, you actually have a decent signal, and he, immediately affirmative. So the whole thing is, when he said that Washington has mobilized, so Joint Base Lewis McChord by Seattle, these things have been in the air for the past 2.5 hours heading your way.
He's going to text back, are they for us, or should we avoid them?
He just says, it's program men.
Klein, without any understanding or any knowledge of this text conversation, has absolutely smashed this fucking dogshit Volvo into 9th gear, and he is heading for the 101 as fast as he possibly can.
Give me a drive, please.
Wow, that sucks.
You whip this thing out off the lakeshore, up onto the embankment, scraping the chassis as you go over the curb. And you are foot down, going as hard as you can, and you see immediately behind you there are lights and they are gaining. Give me another drive, they're gonna go for their drive as well. Oh boy.
87 over 50. We all die, I think.
If it makes you feel any better, you're still heading towards a 101. You are redlining this thing. The engine is... you see the thermostat edging up more and more as you're going.
Are you okay? I turn to the other three. He's livid on the inside. He's fucking lost it.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, though, so as you are running through this town at breakneck speed, cops still behind you, still pursuing, but they're not gaining. So go ahead, give me another drive check.
That's a failure on my end. That's a 61 over 50,
Okay.
guys.
Oh,
And, okay,
yeah,
so-
they crit succeeded.
Yeah, so the police crit succeeded at 44 under 50. They do hit maneuver you. So at 7 damage, this is going not to you guys, but to the vehicle. And don't forget, too, that this is an old car in an area where they salt the roads. The undercarriage is rusted to shit. So that's 7 damage out of 25 to your vehicle.
Whatever. What?
Go
That's
ahead,
fine.
Klein. Give me a...
You say a drive check, I'm gonna shoot myself.
It's gonna be a drive check at a -10 to maintain control.
Such a bitch.
we just get the shot of a gun.
Come on. I believe in you.
No, yeah, we totally failed that. 49 over 40.
You don't completely skid out, but as they bump your rear end, you temporarily lose control, and they're on you like stink.
Keep it together.
Yeah, but with the pit maneuver, they've bumped you down. You're going about 50 now.
Okay, theoretically, if I were to jump out of this vehicle with my reinforced Kevlar vest on and leave these fuckers behind, what are my chances of surviving that?
Count that as a ramming, so you'd be taking... You know what, guys? I fucked up.
Thank God.
Because you are going within the same category, a fast vehicle gives you a +20 bonus to drive to escape pursuit.
Ooh.
Well, wouldn't you know it?
Yeah, so go ahead and make me a drive check at +20 as you are going at speed to evade.
Do you just want to do that, or do you want to take the 49 over 40 and make it a 49 under 60? Genuine question.
We can do that.
You didn't answer my question about jumping out of the vehicle.
This would be a ram at... So if you jumped out at 50, that'd be a ram at moderate speed. So that would be a lethality where a 10% would kill you outright, and then the rest would be lethality damage with 5 armor piercing.
Okay, yeah, no. I just wanted to see how that would look.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's jumping from, like, anything to do with vehicles in Delta Green gets crazy lethal, crazy fast. Klein, you see in the rear view, this officer go in to pit maneuver your vehicle, and you actually brake check him.
You goddamn right I do.
And as you slam on the brakes, he swerves to avoid just ramming into you, and he misses with the PT maneuver. He doesn't spin out or wreck.
Okay.
you are seeing them fade behind you. They're still in pursuit, but you might have a chance out of here. Give me one more drive, plus 20.
Sure thing. And between that and this drive roll, I want to pull my fucking revolver.
And the police failed theirs.
It's still a failure, 80 over 70. Oh my god, all this arguing for nothing.
No, well, if it makes you feel better, there's still... You notice that one of them falls back. Another one continues in pursuit. And there is now the Black Hawk above you, shining the spotlight down. The cruiser that was behind you slams on the brakes, cuts its cop lights, and turns around.
What's traffic look like on the 101 going south?
It's like 3 in the morning.
So it's just us?
Not quite just you. There are a few, just a few, late night drivers. But they're so sparse, you don't even really need to worry about them. And especially when they see that there's a fucking light coming on you, they can't, they get off into the far lanes to get away from you.
Man, this is gonna kill all of us. I hit the lights, and I try to find the next exit.
Okay. At this point, roll me a... this is actually going to be not a drive, but a navigate.
Oh, great. I think that's base.
Song reaches over from the back seat, and she says, exit's in a half mile, right lane.
Okay. What do I get with a bonus?
That's a plus 20.
Just can't wait to fucking botch this.
Oh my god!
That's a 33 over 30.
Yes.
You just missed the exit and smash into the fucking bumper.
Smashing into the median.
Klein, roll me a luck, please.
Oh, 350.
So, as you try to hit that exit ramp at speed, you spin out, hit the guardrail, and come to a stop. All of you actually roll me a d4, please.
Oh,
And
that's a
that's
one.
gonna be
Does
for
armor
Song.
count at all in this situation or no?
Armor would not count. This is heavy blunt force damage.
Cool, I just take 1 damage then.
Okay.
I take 2.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, so I rolled a 4, so I lose 4.
Rolled a 3, so I'm down to 4 hit points.
As the light comes down on you, Kingston, you see out the window ropes fall from the sky, and men in black tactical gear rope down. All of you, what do you do in this moment?
Okay, so are they surrounding us?
Yeah, they are surrounding you. These guys, they don't have their nods down, but these guys are fully dripped out tactical gear, helmets, nods, no patches. Various suppressed armalite makes pointed. You have a feeling that if you run, they will shoot. The chance to get out is extremely scarce. You see the one that's kind of taking point gesture for you to put your hands up.
I'm putting my hands up.
So Kingston, hands up. We'll go one at a time here. Kingston, hands up.
Yeah.
KRÖGER, hands up.
Hands up.
KOAN.
Hands up, but as he does it, he goes, "Okay, Siri, call."
Song puts her hands up, and finally, Klein.
Klein has been having the worst day, the single worst day of his life. And so, looking at the group of black tack officers in front of him, knowing that he's going to be black bagged along with his colleagues and tortured, presumably to death, for information about this op, he knows he can trust Kingston, KOAN, and KRÖGER. He can't trust himself. He can't trust Song. So he turns to her, and with a sort of sardonic grin, those gold teeth, he says, "You did good. But this is the end of the line. I'm sorry." As he shoots her.
So all of you, in a second, 2 blasts in the vehicle. Blood splatters. The soldiers outside, they do not jump. They do react. They reach out, open the doors, pull you all out, and you are swiftly zip-tied. You hear one of them speaking to the radio. One Tango down, self-inflicted. We have 1 here, severe injuries. Affirmative.
I just did a sand check for that violence, and it said I got a 99.
And that is watching your fellow agent die, which I believe is...
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's a
I'm
D6.
also gonna roll.
Is this for violence? Or, like, what is this for?
In this case, this would be helplessness.
Shit. I'm not adapted to that.
Lucas,
Yeah, KRÖGER rolled a 100. My first 100 of the pod.
KRÖGER is...
Hell yeah. I rolled a 40 on 40, by the way,
Okay.
so I'm probably fine.
You're still losing 1.
Okay.
So, KRÖGER and KOAN, you both lose 6. Either of you
I hit my
projecting?
breaking point.
Oh,
No.
Okay. Yep, and so...
I'm gonna freeze.
I want to roll a d3 to see what I can do. Fight, flight, freeze, d3.
Well, fight's gonna be not so much of an option, because you are currently zip-tied.
Yeah, but I think he just like starts.
Thrashing.
Oh God, how would he? Yeah, thrashing. I think he starts.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, the soldiers just watch you dispassionately. Helicopter's still overhead. One of them brings up the radio. Retract the ropes. Pray for exfil. Kingston. KOAN. KRÖGER. You all have bags thrown over your heads. And for the next 4 hours, you are in darkness and bound. The next time you see light is when the bags are pulled off your head and your zip ties are cut, and you're all pushed into a tiled room. Looking around, the 3 of you have been separated. The 3 of you wouldn't know this, but the rooms you are in are all identical to one another. Plain white tile, a metal cot with no sheets, no flush toilet. For the next 2 days, you are in those rooms by yourselves. They don't bother with food or water, simply leaving you alone. As the thirst claws at your throat and the hunger begins to gnaw at your stomach, you are eventually all 3 of you brought to a room, and you are sat before a man, and they ask you to give your name. How do you all respond?
Kingston.
KRÖGER, how do you respond?
A little defeated, but not completely. He just goes, KRÖGER.
Go on.
KOAN doesn't speak.
As hours pass in this room, a bright light shining on you, fresh pair of zip ties binding your hands together. You're given to battery questions. Who do you represent? Why were you in Bury County? Who told you to go there? Go on. We'll go back to you. Do you simply refuse to speak?
Yeah, he just remains quiet.
The man who sits before you now, KOAN, Ronald, tells you, Mr. Valentin, if you want to be obstinate with us, that is your prerogative. If you'd like to see Phoebe again, I'd advise you cooperate with us.
I think KOAN, like, all of the rage and quiet fury just drains from his face, and he just slumps and says, "You already know probably the whole fucking story, so what do you need me to say it to you for?
Why were you there?
Why do you think I was there?
Mr. Valentin, understand this.
I'm asking genuinely. I want to know what you think. Who you think you're looking at.
I think we're looking at someone who's in over his head. We're looking at someone who follows an outdated way of doing things. Someone who should leave things to the professionals. We can help you, Mr. Valentin. We just need to know who told you to go to Bury County.
I got a letter in the mail, and I listened to it. It showed up at my office. It asked me to show up.
And that's it?
Yeah, and then I did.
How many times have you followed these directions before?
This was the 3rd time.
Okay, Mr. Valentin. That'll be all. And when you are brought back to your cell, and they release you from your restraints, you're given a MRE and a bottle of water. Kingston and KRÖGER, it's much the same for you. Now, KRÖGER, they tell you that they can make your life hard for you. That your job will probably not take you back after this, especially if your cocaine habit should come to light.
Yeah, I think he's been suffering those last 2 days from from complete lack.
Withdrawal, hunger, and thirst.
So I roll to see if he cracks instantly, which he does not. He at least gives a little bit of resistance, but it doesn't take too long. He's basically just a fucking accountant. So he tries to get out of this, kind of, but eventually cracks. Yeah. And goes no, Yeah, fuck that. I'm taking the easy way. What's in it for me?
Maybe you go back to your life. You go back home. You go back to your job.
So, no more calls like this, I reckon.
That remains to be seen.
I'm gonna take my fucking chances. What do you want to know?
And to save the time, he basically just makes you go through the entire operation from point A to point B.
The only thing he doesn't want to give them are like I don't think he, like, in all of the distress he is in, he probably doesn't realize that they already know it, but if he knows the name of his he knows the name of KOAN at least, because it's his fucking dentist.
Sure.
He tries to avoid doing that, giving code names.
That's fine. And they refer to you as Mr. Fern.
Yeah, he still tries to do that. Like, I think in his state of mind, like with all the withdrawal, with not having like water and food, he's not a trained soldier. He's, as I said, he's an accountant.
Kingston, yours goes a little bit differently. The man, they could not have made a more bland individual if they tried. You know, a completely unremarkable white guy. He could blend into any crowd. When you look him in the eye, there's nothing behind the eyes. You're a hard man to pin down.
That's the point.
I'll be honest with you. Your chances aren't good, even if you do cooperate.
Well, you're not the CIA, I know that much. So who are you?
We're the ones who understand how the world works.
Oh, do you?
Let me guess. You received a letter in the mail, or maybe a phone call. Told you to go to Curry County, is that correct?
Clearly you're not the favor that I called in.
When you say the favor you called in, roll me an alertness, please.
That is an 80 over 70.
There is a reaction there. You don't know what it is.
Yeah, he's probably a bit delirious from not having eaten or drank in a couple days.
Mm-hmm. He kind of drums his fingers on the table and points. You don't care much about your life. That's obvious. But how about the lives of your compatriots?
He kind of regards that for a moment. They came through in the end. Even if the end isn't the best end it could be. When it mattered with them. I don't care what you do with them otherwise, though.
He actually does smirk at that. It's rare to meet a true member of the old breed.
Come on now. I haven't been alive this long and haven't done this for this long without compartmentalizing.
He nods. And what of Miss Alice Song? If we pull her ventilator out, would you care?
I would, actually.
Why?
She was just another person who should have been allowed to remain ignorant to what's really out there. Everybody deserves that luxury for as long as possible. Don't you agree?
He doesn't say anything, but he just looks behind him at the, one-way window behind him and says, "Bag them all up, we're done here." And Kingston, you hear the door behind you open, and before you can turn around, another bag is thrown over your head. You two, KOAN and KRÖGER, in your cells, you are told to face the wall.
I do it. I listen.
And as you do, bags are thrown over your heads. It's hard to tell how much time passes, really. You know it's hours, at least, if not perhaps even half a day. And when the bags are taken off your heads, you are in a field. You hear a highway in the distance. As you're driven out there, you wonder, is this it? Is this where they simply put a bolt in the back of your head and bury you? But no. Your bags are pulled off your head, and on the opposite end of the field, about 100 feet away, a group of men in plainclothes stand with a fourth man between them. A severely shaken-looking Brent Detwiller stands in handcuffs, and from behind you, the man who had been interrogating you these past 2 days looks at the plainclothesman and says, "As we agreed, take your rejects." And as you cross the field, Detwiller just keeps his head looking down. None of you recognize the plainclothesmen. They're all older. You'd say, the youngest looks to be in his late 40s, the other two look to be in their mid-50s or early 60s. And as they kind of look you up and down, the oldest one steps forward and asks Kingston, "Is Port Orford secured?"
Vector is KIA. Unknown, unnatural artifact. destroyed. I think that's everything.
It was a high fucking cost, Kingston. Too high. All we can hope now is perhaps you saved more lives than were lost. It's a shame to lose Det Willer, but they need a fall guy.
What's next?
We're about 50 miles outside Seattle. You're all getting on planes back home, and if it's my way, we'll never hear from you again.
Actually, I could just pick my truck up. It's in Oregon, but I can just drive back home. You don't even need to put me on a plane.
Roll me Persuade.
68 over 60. That's a failure.
No can do, Kingston. Trust me, I understand a man's connection to his truck, but
That's okay.
And so, by the end of the day, all of you are on planes back home. Some of you bearing more scars than others. KOAN. When you come home, your wife is in absolute hysterics when she sees your neck, your back. Go ahead, roll me a 1d4, take 2 off the end result.
So, 1.
1. So you lose 1 point of bond with your wife.
Shit.
KRÖGER.
Yeah.
When you go back, you are greeted by your boss.
Ooh. Oh, I don't like that.
And he says, Fern, in your office, please.
Yeah, he follows. He makes himself even tinier than he already is.
Even more distressingly, he doesn't scream at you. Just when you close the door, he simply says, how long have you had a habit, Fern?
The lines are blurry.
Is that meant to be a joke?
No.
He nods. This is the way it's going to go, Fern. You're taking a pay cut, and you're checking yourself into rehab. If you fail to complete those 60 days, you're done.
I think the word pay cut hurts him more, like at the first few minutes, maybe even the first few hours, but then he realizes, realization is, he just like with a dog with his tail between his legs, he just nods.
And so he just sighs and puts his hand on your shoulder. Get clean. Come back to us.
I'll do my best.
Go home, Fern. You look awful. I want you in rehab starting tomorrow.
With his fucking tail between his legs, he walks to the door before leaving. He turns around and goes, thanks. Well, I'll get better.
See to it. Kingston, you eventually make it back home to Montana. It's easy enough for you to get a rental car, and once you get back to your cabin, you start making plans to dig up some of that cash. But as you go to dig up the cash, you realize the ground around has been disturbed. And when you dig it up, you end up finding that it's not all gone, but you'd say a good 60% is missing. At least from the stash by your cabin.
Unfortunate. That's about $10,800,000. That's gone. Still a millionaire, though.
Mm-hmm.
He just kind of stands over the hole that's like in the woods by his cabin, and he just goes, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Yeah, well, hopefully it gets put to some sort of use. And he'll just refill the hole with the dirt.
And as the last bit of fill comes down, that is the end of Operation Walking Distance.
Oh man, you got to get the fuck out of here. Can't go around you for another year. Your terrible sight, there's always a fight. I'm gonna change my ways if it takes all night. Well, the battle and the throttle been getting to me. I can't trust the visions I'm starting to see. They say I like to dance by the light of the moon. Yeah, we'll dance, motherfucker, we'll be in hell soon. Trust the visions I'm starting to see. They say I like to dance, but a lot of girl with dance to the tune.
At least you can't hack a cassette recorder. Today is April 12th, 2018. This is the official debrief on Operation Walking Distance, with the facts as I know them. The operation was a clusterfuck, to say the least. We have got to get better at vetting some of these people that we let in. Things unfolded rapidly in the near 24 hours K-Cell was on the ground. From what each member of K-Cell is described, the cell attracted the attention of the white supremacist group, the White American Reich, or WAR. We later discovered this group had ties to the Curry County Sheriff's Department and possibly within the Eugene branch of the FBI. K-Cell went to meet with a victim, perpetrator, of the most recent rash of attacks at the Curry County Memorial Hospital. That's what set everything off, apparently, and helped contribute to the large body count of this operation. That's not even including the teratomas found inside the victims' bodies. Anyway, 11 people died to cover this up. A member of the Curry County Sheriff's Office, Alice Song, found K-Cell about to enter the basement of the Death's Head Bar and joined them. They went through a hole in the wall of the bar's basement, and then the next part is where things get weird. K-Cell reported encountering a large half-man, half-rat creature capable of spitting acid. This entity was in the tunnel found beneath the bar, which it likely created. This, like much of anything we do, is new to me. K-Cell reported that this thing might have been a former member of WAR, given the tattoos they were able to see on its body. K-Cell reported feelings of fear and rage inside of them the further in they went. They also found some strange tablet mentioning Dina, D-I-N-A, and they destroyed it. This tablet appeared to be the main unnatural vector, capable of psychological and physical alterations. Thankfully, it seems this rat man, as KOAN kept calling it, was a singular extreme case. This also corroborates the Chilean connection uncovered by KRÖGER in regards to who owned the Death's Head, a former Nazi named Heinrich Scheel, who was cozy with Augusto Pinochet's regime. Agent KLEIN, in Kingston's own words, began degrading mentally at this point. KLEIN was never really right to begin with, you know. We really need to vet our people better. But anyways, Kingston contacted KRÖGER. I was unaware that they knew each other or that Kingston had the means to contact him, but that's when the program got involved. Apparently, they had been monitoring the situation from November, much like we were, and KRÖGER reached out to someone in the program to help with the cover-up. And that's what happened. Cornered by the program and under the guise of DHS, they arrested K-Cell, but not before KLEIN shot Deputy Song in the neck and committed suicide. K-Cell was unable to stop him due to being held at gunpoint by this time. It was a heavy cost. I made the decision to pin the whole thing on Brent Detwiller. There was already suspicion of dirty FBI agents, so playing into that came natural. We exchanged Detwiller for the rest of K-Cell. The interesting thing in all this, Kingston reached out to Deputy Song after the incident and managed to recruit her. She told him she plans to move out of Oregon, away from everything. She doesn't know where yet, but we should help her out. Kingston told me she already picked Kaya as a code name for herself. The whole thing was blamed on terrorists, which seems to have stuck. It helped that, on the ground, Kingston and KRÖGER thought of the terrorism story on the fly during the hospital incident, so there was something to corroborate the larger story the program deployed. Amazingly, despite sustaining injuries, KOAN emerged relatively unscathed. The program didn't touch him like they did the other two. Did you know that Kingston was a millionaire? Apparently, the program sees something like $10 or $11 million from him from the whispers I heard. Bastard was holding out on us. And KRÖGER, he got a demotion and was forced into drug rehab. What a parallel, right? In closing, we now have the means to investigate the Dyna-Chile-Shield connection. Maybe the Karatechia weren't completely wiped out like we had assumed. A possibility to consider. And again, we really need to vet our people better. I suggest we monitor Alice Song for a year to determine her operational readiness and assist her in starting her life over. Alright, with that, I'm stopping the tape now. Bernard out.